Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and we're coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport, right across from TSA, where we not only guard against you taking something weird on the plane, but we guard against misinformation in the business community. We're going to go all the way to the Upper Peninsula today. We're going to spend a little time with an old friend, actually, Joel Schultz. He's the CEO of the Sault Tribe Incorporated in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Joel, it is always good to spend time with you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, you always seem to be incredibly busy. Now, since we talked to you last, you've kind of changed your venue here. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing now.
Right. I think we last talked. I was in the EDC role for the Sault Tribe, which I was kind of recruited over to about 6 years ago. One of the efforts that we tried to move forward under that EDC umbrella was to create the 8A certification process, get into government contracting. We created Sault Tribe Inc., which is a unique entity only available to tribes. It's like a federal corporation. And then we created some subsidiaries under it. And we have Chippewa Government Solutions, Ojibwe Hazardous Abatement are 2 of 5 that are about to be 7. We're starting 2 new companies as we speak. And with the idea of pursuing government contracting opportunities. And so in July of 21, we got our first 8A certification with Chippewa Government Solutions. And then by September, we got our first contract with Medco, U.S. Army Medco, about a $7 million 3-year contract. That got us kind of rolling a little bit. Now this year, we've got 2 nice awards here recently from CDC. We got a $24 million award. That's a 3-year award. And we just got a $2.6 million award. That's a 1-year award. So we're starting to get some decent sized contracts, some decent traction. And we think we got the path to where we want to go.
Well, I'll tell you, you've always been one to get a hold of money to do jobs that need to be done. So share a little more about the Sault Tribe Incorporated and what that is.
So it's a Section 17 entity, which is that unique entity that I talked about. And it's kind of designed, it's wholly owned by the Sault Tribe of Chippewa Indians, but it operates independent of their elected board, right? We have our own board, business owners. We got the business acclimate. We make our decisions at that level. We do it for the purpose of creating wealth to pass on in a form of a dividend to the Sault Tribe. And that allows us to be more business oriented and more efficient and get the right kind of expertise supporting us. So that's a little bit on the structure. It's, there's a Harvard study on doing business in Native American, in native lands and that. And it's kind of the path they kind of outline in that. So it wasn't brilliant on our part. We just followed the direction, so to speak, and got it in play. And I'd say the best thing we've done is we've hired some very smart people, right? We've got the right people out of the industry, knew what they were doing. They got us those contracts. And right now we just got to survive the cash flow to grow, right? Because that $24 million contract, $8 million a year, it's a time and material plus. So we got about a 90% payout on that $8 million in an annual basis. And getting into that contract, we got to perform 30 days to determine our cost. We take 20 days to close the month, determine our, invoice, and then the government 30 to 60 days to pay it. You're sitting on we set on about 1.6 million to get into it. So then we scrounged up all our money to be able to do that. And then, but we just, in fact, today just got the kind of the payment that puts us positive as far as cash flow on it. And then now we're good to try the next one, so.
Well, so the economic impact has been pretty substantial for you.
Well, the impact that we want to create is wealth for the tribe, right? And that hasn't been because it's futuristic a bit. We're not going to really realize the profit out of that 3-year contract until we get to about the 27th, 28th month. And then those 90 days after we complete the contract, that money will all be the cash we get ahead. Right now, we got less cash today than when we started the contract, but in the end, it will. So yes, we will be able to make an impact for the tribe. We will be able to make dividends. Right now, we're trying to pull all the cash we can. We have goals to get to 150 million in revenue, and that gets us where we think we can give a significant amount to the tribal government for them to sustain a way of life that, you know, is under stress a bit because of what COVID did to the gaming industry and you know, the tribes aren't flush necessarily right now, or at least ours isn't. And so that's our goals, you know, and we think we've taken the right steps to get us there. But, you know, we got to perform. We got to continue to keep performing. But I know for me, I'm learning as we're going here, right? Everything we do is new. And what I'm learning right here is I think we've done it right so far, and I'm excited. I think we can get there.
Joel, I got about a half minute left. Are you synergizing at all with the organizations you previously worked with?
Well, I don't forget about them, that's for sure. And we certainly interact. I was talking to Marty Fatante with Invest UP, you know, and they've been supportive of everything we're doing. We use Michigan Works whenever we can. The SBDC, we've helped create offices here locally so they can deliver services to our tribal members. So they all got a place.
Excellent. Well, Joel, it's always good to catch up with you, my friend, and we won't leave you alone. So keep your phone line open, would you?
You got it. You got
All
it
right.
for sure. Thanks, Chris.
All right, buddy. Joel Schultz, CEO of the Sault Tribe Incorporated in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. You've been watching this Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network.